Hello YouTube, we're going to put some new scales on this knife. We had this stuff on there before. Some people may remember this knife. We'd stain it with different types of paint. That was like this MDF press board, almost like cardboard stuff. We tried an experiment where we carved it out and was going to put epoxy inlay in it. Well, we used Sharpie marker down on the bottom, okay? When we put the epoxy, it mixed with it, turned it black instead of clear. So, enough of that idea. That was a fail. It's just common old wood lath. In the old days, they used to put plastic on the windows of your houses. They use it for, like old house construction. 2x4s are thicker, you know, this way on the wall studs. So they'll shim up the new ones to meet the old ones. It's the most common use. This is why you find them at a home supply store. We cleaned up our little pins that go in there. Just stick them in your drill. And then sand the ends of them. We'll take one out here. See that? Your little pins. You want to clean them up and reuse them. Or when you're making them. I mean, they're not perfect. It's nothing to show, it's for use. We'll bring you back when we have something worth showing you. We do have this marked out with some foil tape. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but that's that foil tape for doing duct work. It seals really good. Then we've got some good old, you know what brand electrical tape, because that's about all it's good for, is used for masking. Don't use an electrical wire, it'll peel off. Buy your good stuff when you do your electrical work. But I use it for masking tape and holding stuff all the time. Got some cardboard over here, or heavy paper, to keep you from poking yourself and cutting yourself. So, and then it protects it. You don't want epoxy over where you don't want it. So, stay tuned. We yacked about enough. We'll bring you back with a couple quick clips, and then this will be done pretty quick there. It's going to take me about 4 to 6 hours for all this to cure. So stay tuned. Okay, it's been about an hour. So we clamped a block of wood over here, so we don't split it out so much. But this will be thinner. This wood will be thinner when we're done shaping it. But that's just a precaution. 1/4 inch bit, 1/4 inch hole, 1/4 inch pin. So we'll continue on and get the other 4 holes done, and then we'll epoxy the other side on. Okay, we cut the excess off with our back saw. We have this sanding drum and our 4-in-1 wood rasp. And we're just starting to do that shape. Sorry about getting too close. We did have a splint out. I hope we're sand deep enough to get rid of it, or we'll figure out something. And I had a piece of wood there too. I had a block. I should have had a block on there where I drove through. So we'll continue doing this. We'll get it shaped. So stay tuned for the next part, which after it's sanded and shaped, it'll be put some wood stain on it. Okay, we've even used these milling type bits to get down in here. Even use this on wood. You can use the stone on wood. It depends on what speed you use. Okay, we got that chip there, but we think we may be able to save that because we have to take some thickness off. We will not curve this edge till we get the thickness right. I think we're going to use our orbit sander. We're going to put a pin in here. We're not going to glue them yet. We're going to get a pin down in here, and then we're going to center it. So we get an idea of how thick we want this. Sorry we're not on camera there, but you know what I mean. I just can't get it. I'm looking through the viewfinder. Because that'll be our thickness, whatever that pin is. Or close to it. So, off we go with sanding this down. We could take out our big belt sander, but we just want to do this real quick, so we'll just use the orbit sander. We could put that on the belt sander or this sander or anything to do that if you wanted to. So, stay tuned for more. Okay, we're ready to put some stain on it. We rounded all the edges. It's not perfect. I have no idea what it's going to look like or how the stain will take, so we'll find out. That's kind of ground weird where the stone and the sandpaper hit it, but it'll be alright. There we go, it's good enough. It's not perfect. It is not perfect, believe me, there's all kinds of defects. I did thin it down enough where I got rid of that chip I had in there. But just a little bit left. So stay tuned, and we'll bring you back when we have some stain on it. Okay, we're done. Sorry if I left any steps out. But we did take our 4-in-1 rasp and rasp the wood down before we sand it, just to take a bunch off so it wasn't sanding all day. But it did stain those pins a little bit. That's that black cherry. It's not a real dark stain. It did stain the metal a little bit. I tried wiping it off before I put shellac on it. So there is a coat of shellac on this. I could have oiled it with some linseed oil. It might have turned it darker, but I just put some shellac on it. But there you go. It's not a bad knife. It's something I found at a Menards. It had a paracord wrapped handle. I do have a video on it, you know, for probably a few years back. It is pretty razor. It's not razor sharp, but it is pretty sharp. That's why I definitely covered it up before I worked on it. I'd use my knife sharpener on this thing. So thanks for watching. We give you a couple pictures. This is a little bit better handle than what was on it before. So thanks for watching.